Still waiting for more people to join in. Okay, Beehive. What's Beehive? Recruitment and education consultant. Hello, who's Beehive? Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, good evening. I'm Barkha.
Hello, Barkha. All right, so you are from recruitment industry.
Yeah. So that's my official account. Sorry, I've logged in through that.
No, no, that's all right. Don't be sorry about it because अब तो मैं रिक्रूटमेंट की तरफ देखता हूँ तो उससे 10 मीटर दूर भाग जाता हूँ.
Oh, is it? You've had such a bad experience?
No, I spent my life in recruitment.
Ah.
I quit my corporate career as Vice President Recruitment Pan India.
Oh, so you absolutely know the struggles that we go through.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Chaliye,
yes.
good.
Been there, done that.
Right. Thank you so much for this
Yeah.
opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Great. So, how is everyone doing? What's up? What's up?
Very
What
fine.
space are you in? Yes, what space are you in? And what brought you to this call?
I'm just receiving.
You're just receiving? Okay, all right. So, what brought you to this call? And what's the topic for the call? Who remembers the topic? मुझे भी कोई याद दिलाओ.
कुछ देर पहले भी
Bored,
याद था, अभी
अभी
भूल
भूल
गई.
गए. Okay.
bored,
Yeah.
bored.
Bored, bored. Hmm. Who's
बहुत
bored? Who's really bored? I would love to know who's bored. And by the way, Barkha, you have joined. This is your first time attending Clarity Night with me,
That's right.
right? So I think you only got to know about Clarity Night, but did you get to know what is the topic for today?
Not really. I just came across this on a group, on an Access group,
Okay.
and I reached out. It
Wow.
seemed light, so I just reached out.
Lovely. Awesome. Awesome. Hello, Malini. Hi, Malini. So, yes, so who's bored? Let us first find out. Who's bored?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Morning you were. Okay. All right.
I'm not bored.
Yeah, Farhana is not bored. Ritu, are you bored? Yeah, there
In the
is
middle of
big.
the week, I was.
Yeah, there was big boredom बैनर सा लगा हुआ था तुम्हारे चेहरे पे. Okay. All right. Hello, Dr. Pallavi. Can you please show us your camera as well? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, how much bored are you? How much bored are you? Ask yourself, am I bored? Am I bored? And how much bored are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest.
0.
0. Got it. What about
Bored,
others?
4.
Yeah. 4. Okay. Yes. Palak,
Yeah.
are you bored? No, you are not bored.
मैं
Okay.
अपना एंटरटेनमेंट खुद ही कर
So,
लेती हूँ.
हाँ, बहुत अच्छी बात है. Very good. Brilliant. Barkha, are you bored?
Yeah. Terribly.
Yeah.
9.
Terribly. 9. Awesome. Awesome. I was just waiting for some people to tell me the truth. Okay. Dr. Pallavi, are you bored? No, you are not.
We can be audible.
Okay. Hello, Rachita.
Hi.
Hi. So I was asking
Hi.
everyone, how much bored are you on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being highest? How bored are you?
I am not bored at all today.
Okay.
For
All
obvious
right.
reasons.
Very good.
Akhilesh,
Brilliant.
how bored are you? Not
Not
at
at all.
all.
Not at all. You kept him engaged. Lovely. Hello,
No,
Yamini.
he's doing the class with us. Can we do it on the single device or do we have to do it from a
That's
different
all.
device?
That's all right. That's all right. Great.
He's not coming on the camera because he can't be recorded.
That's all right. So he can be the shy guy today.
He's always the shy guy.
Yeah, I know.
We can
Hey,
just-
Yamini. Hi. Is it Is it
Sorry to
Yamini
say,
from Andaman or Yamini from Germany?
Yamini from Vapi.
From Vapi. Okay. Hello, Yamini. Okay. So one of the mandate that I have, that people who are attending, they need to be on the camera, right? So that I can facilitate and I can read their energies. Okay? All right. So what exactly is this boredom? And I will tell you a very good story. And most of you are moms, so you would be able to deal with the boredom of their kids. And they will not ever come back to you again that I'm bored. If you do it the way I did it. Yeah, that would be a lovely story. But there is a moral of the story, and that will work for you. But before that, what exactly is boredom? How do you define that you are bored?
Not engaging in anything.
Not engaging in anything. Okay. All
Or
right.
anything not engaging you.
Anything not engaging you. Got it. Okay. What else? What else is boredom? Yes, Bhagwan.
Monotony. Monotony.
Monotony. Okay. All right. What else is boredom?
A mixture of all, I would say. Uh, Not engaging, not the energies are low.
Yeah. Got it. And when you say that you are bored and something is not engaging, what is the underlying current? There is something underlying.
I don't want to do it.
I don't wanna do it. Okay. So what?
Mm,
Okay. All
probably
right.
energy is not matching. It's not being you.
Okay. You are not being you. Okay. Got it. And energy is not matching. So what do you get bored of?
Housework,
Housework. Okay.
which is why my house is a mess.
So when you say that you are bored, are you talking of a particular thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Doing the particular thing, the एक ही
आप तो
एक
बोर्ड ही
काम
नहीं
बार
हो,
बार करते हैं।
आप तो बोर्ड ही
नहीं
नहीं
अभी
हो।
तो नहीं हूँ, नहीं
हाँ,
नहीं
बाकी लोगों के लिए ये एप्लीकेबल है, क्योंकि आप तो बोर ही नहीं हो रहे हो।
नहीं
बाकी लोगों का, मेरे को तो खाली आपका याद है that you are saying you are not bored,
नो
but
नॉट
I am, yeah. So when you say that I am bored, मेरे को एक माइकल जैक्सन का गाना याद आता है, उसमें इजिप्ट का फ़ैरो दिखाते हैं और द क्या बोलते हैं उसको, फ़ैरो की वाइफ को, whosoever was,
आइसिस आइसिस
नहीं, Isis is name of
Isis was
god.
just one
God.
of them.
गॉडेस
Isis
No.
is a goddess.
So फ़ैरो की जो भी
क्लियोपेट्रा
वाइफ होती है,
क्लियोपेट्रा नो
Cleopatra was
Let
just
me.
one of the people.
Yeah.
She was a pharaoh herself.
So जो the woman, she says I'm bored, and then the pharaoh do something like this, and you must watch that. It's lovely. It's a lovely song. Do you remember his name of the song? Do you remember?
You
Yeah.
remember Michael Jackson song
yeah,
with Cleopatra, blah, blah,
Not
blah, all the
Cleopatra.
pharaoh.
Just do you remember? Type करो, video है बहुत अच्छा. So जैसे ही claps
Egypt,
his hand,
Michael
Egypt.
Jackson.
Yeah. So some dancer comes, some fire guy come, and then comes the Michael Jackson. तो बाकी एक को तो शेरों को फेंकवा देती है और एक को करा देती है, क्योंकि वो इतने ज़्यादा बोरिंग थे, and they were trying to entertain her. When you are bored,
I'm not entertained enough.
yeah. When you are bored, you would actually like to throw people to lions. Maybe even behead them when you are bored. Are you bored of only one thing?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Because if it was only one thing, what would you do? You'll change it. You always have the choice to change it, and you know you can change it.
Yeah.
When kids come to you, they say they are bored. Are they saying they are bored of reading Sanskrit, studying Sanskrit or Hindi? They are bored. Studies नहीं करना है, painting नहीं करना है, drawing नहीं करना है. They are bored of everything. So what is this boredom? And what do you make significant about this boredom?
Time must be entertained.
Okay. Is it about entertainment?
To me, it's like, there has to be something new. There has to be something that I learn out of it. There's something that, sparks up my joy.
Yeah. So what's missing when you
The
get
whole
bored?
idea is to feel alive. You just feel, uh, it's just the same thing that you keep doing over and over again. So you don't feel alive. It's just like,
Yes. Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I don't like housework, but the other day my son came and we did a Jedi fight while cleaning the house. The house really didn't get very clean, but it was fun. It was not,
Okay.
I think we were playing more.
Yeah. So that brought up some spark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. And when you look at a dish that you prepare, when you do some cooking and the food is boring, what do you do?
I had some spice.
Good. So one day, it was in the month of April 2019, and lockdown had started. And my son peeked into my room and he looked like this. And I said, क्या हुआ? बोला आप बिजी हो? मैं कहा नहीं. तो आके पलंग पे धम से, पापा ये मोदी भी ना. मैं कहा मोदी ने तेरा क्या बिगाड़ दिया यार? अच्छा तेरा क्या लेना देना है मोदी से? पापा लॉकडाउन कर दिया, दोस्तों के साथ खेलने भी नहीं जा सकता मैं कहा अरे तो बाकी बच्चे भी नहीं यार, डोमिनोज भी नहीं है, KFC भी नहीं है, मैकडी भी नहीं खा सकता. मैं कहा दादी इतनी सारी चीजें बना दी. बोले वो नहीं चाहिए ना मेरे को. मैं कहा तो क्या चाहिए? बोले कहीं घुमाने ले जाओ. आप भी तो जाते हो नीचे दूध लेने के लिए, सब्जी लेने के लिए, मेरे को कहीं घुमाने ले जाओ. मैं कहा बेटा नहीं जा सकते, अलाउ नहीं है, घर का एक ही मेंबर बाहर जा सकता है, वो भी राशन पानी लेने. मैं कौन सा घूमने जाता हूँ? बोले दादी से बोलो तो दादी बोलती है पढ़ाई कर लो. मैंने कहा अच्छा पढ़ाई कर लो. और बोले वो स्क्रीन टाइम मेरा फिक्स कर दिया आपने, 1 घंटा आईपैड 1 घंटा लैपटॉप. ऐसे थोड़ा ना होता हो, दादू सारा दिन टीवी पे न्यूज़ देखते रहते हैं. मैं कहा ओके. सो व्हाट्स योर पॉइंट, व्हाट्स योर क्वेश्चन? इसमें मैं क्या करूं, मोदी ना. मैंने कहा अच्छा
मोदी.
ठीक है, अच्छा कम सिट विद मी, आओ मेरे पास बैठो. मैंने कहा अच्छा एक काम करते हैं, लेट्स सी व्हाट एल्स इज पॉसिबल. आपने तो एक्सेस किया हुआ है, सो यू नो एक्सेस में सवाल क्या पूछते हैं, व्हाट एल्स इज पॉसिबल. सो ही सेड पर उससे क्या होगा. मैं कहा आओ देखते हैं, मतलब आज ये टूल को ही टेस्ट कर लेते हैं. कॉपी पेन लेके आओ. कहते कॉपी पेन. मैं कहा लेके आओ मैं लिखूंगा. सो ही गॉट कॉपी पेन. आई सेड आपकी राइटिंग अच्छी है मुझसे, सो यू राइट. सो आई सेड अच्छा एक बात बताओ, अगर आप बोर हो रहे हो तो what all things did you do for last few days that you are bored? So he started writing. He wrote about 12 of them. I said wow, so there are 12 things that you do when you're bored. Good. So if you were not getting bored, what else would you do? So he says if I was not getting bored, I may be eating something. है इतना सही पतला सुकड़ा सा, लेकिन eating. So he said okay, he wrote down eating something nice, good, tasty. I said okay, all right, what else? He says TV पे कोई
Keep
movie देख लो.
volume, voice.
Yeah, sure. I'll see if there is a problem with my volume. Now it should be better. Yeah, so then he says, okay, then I'll watch on Dadi's TV something. I said, okay, what else? Play iPad. I said, okay, iPad. What else? Play laptop. I said, screen एक ही काफ़ी है. So let it be only one screen. He said, okay. और what else is possible? He says, और कुछ नहीं है. मैं कहा अगर आप 20 कर दोगे ना तो जो बोलोगे, छोटी चीज़ कोई भी. He says, अच्छा और 50 कर दूं तो मैं कहा बड़ी चीज़, वो बड़ी चीज़ उसने आज तक नहीं ली है, ही ऑल्सो फॉरगॉट. सो आई सेड 50 कर दो, अब तो 50 का ही गेम खेलते हैं. सो फर्स्ट ही रोड, I will speak to Dadu and listen to his stories from the past. I said, very good. Second, I will, मैं दादी के पैर दबा दूंगा. I said, done. All right. What else? दादी की हेल्प करा दूंगा घर के काम में. मैं कहा कौन से काम में? तो बोले झाड़ू या बर्तन तो मैं नहीं करने वाला, कुछ साफ सफाई करना होगा, कपड़ा वपड़ा कहीं मारना होगा. I said, ओके ठीक है. और तो मैं छत पे जाके कपड़े सुखा दूंगा. मैं कहा नहीं, ये हाउस वर्क कम्स अंडर वन कैटेगरी. सो ही सेड ओके. व्हाट एल्स विल यू डू? व्हाट एल्स इज पॉसिबल? सिर्फ बार्स दे दूंगा, एक्सेस बार्स. आई सेड वेरी गुड, ब्रिलियंट. सो ही रोट डाउन एक्सेस बार्स. देन ही सेज विजन करेक्शन. आई सेड नो, दैट कम्स अंडर वन कैटेगरी. एंड देन ही सेज ओके, आई विल लर्न कुकिंग. आई सेड वेरी गुड. I will sing songs. I said, very good. Then he said, I will improve on my handwriting. I said, very good. Read storybooks. I said, very good. And he kept on writing until he reached 51. When he wrote 51, I exclaimed and I said, wow, awesome, mind blowing. You have defeated me today. So now tell me, why were you here? And he says, मैं बोर हो रहा था. I said, is it that you don't have something to do, or you don't want to do something? And he says, no, मतलब आप फंसा देते हो पापा, आप फंसा देते हो, आपके पास आना ही नहीं चाहिए. And and after that he has never come to me saying कि मैं बोर हो रहा हूँ. So boredom, wherever you have boredom, are you really bored? Or have you concluded, judged something and have a fixed point of view?
You have a fixed point of view.
And you don't wish to change. And you will find every possible reason to justify and explain that it is right.
Not applicable for me at least.
Not in the moment, but when you were bored, that is the time.
Not in the see, first lockdown was not the way it was for general everybody for us. Or in the main lockdown, we shifted in the month of June. We shifted cities from Delhi to Pune when everything was closed, and we had to. And the second lockdown also we had to shift again. So we have been traveling, and I completely enjoyed it because हमें मतलब salute walute mila kind
Correct,
of
correct.
deal.
So my question is very different. My question is not what you did and whether it is not working or not. My question is those who got bored, उस situation में what was happening? So when you were bored, कभी ना कभी life में तो bored हुए होगे.
I always do something about it.
Good. And not only you, let me give you a bad news. We all were bored at some point of time, but we did something about it. And we got out of it.
Exactly.
If we were truly bored, we were not alive. We would have chosen not to be alive. A lot of people even choose that. But when you wake up the next morning, when you look forward to the next day or your next birthday, that's because you still are not completely bored. You're still looking for an answer, still looking for that excitement. So, these are called as somebody, Gita, perennial आपके यहाँ बैकग्राउंड डिस्टर्बेंस होता है. So, आप बहुत ज़्यादा बोर्ड हो. Okay, so boredom is like you have defined a point that is still. Being bored also defines that you are not present in the moment. Being bored also means that you have cut off your awareness somewhere. So, everywhere you have chosen to define your still point and cut off your awareness and not be present so that you can justify and choose a hidden agenda to conclude. Would you please destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, color and shorts, boys, beyonds, and povads. Okay. Can you please keep yourself muted? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so being bored and not present is always going to be one of the situation where you have a point that you are keeping still. Right? So, and आप लोगों को एक बात तो पता होगी, most of you except Geeta, Farhana and Rachita, that you are humanoids. And humanoids तो बोर होते ही नहीं, बिल्कुल भी बोर नहीं होते. नहीं?
Right.
Really?
Right.
फराना आपको पता है ह्यूमनॉइड क्या होता है?
थोड़ा सा.
हाँ, इसीलिए. So, humanoids always get bored, and they are master chronic procrastinators. Master chronic procrastinators. And why do they do that? Because they don't want to do. This is below their standard. When I tell my son to wipe the dining table, he would do it ऐसे ही करके, because it's too low a thing for him to do. Yes, Rachita.
It doesn't mean that you have to do a specific work, because what your son does, I would do. अगर मेरे को कोई बोले कि मेरे को टेबल साफ करो, so I'll also do it like this. But अगर if I'm sitting and I'm like for 30 seconds I feel bored, I choose and I clean up the entire house. और like आज सुबह जैसे हुआ, हमारा जैसे हमेशा होता है कि ऐसा भी हुआ है पहले कि we woke up suddenly after very busy week. एंड संडे हमने सोचा कि हम सोएंगे, बट हम उठ गए तो कहीं चलते हैं.
What's your question?
My question is that I put my question in the first statement itself. Like, does it have to be a specific
Okay,
work?
so Rachita, यहाँ पे मैं उनकी तरफ बात कर रहा हूँ who are bored. आप बोर्डम वाले स्पेस में यू आर चूजिंग नॉट टू बी इन बोर्डम वाला स्पेस. एक बार शूज में पैर तो डाल के देखो. गुड थिंग इज यू आर अवेयर दैट यू कैन नॉट बी बोर्ड बिकॉज यू विल बी एबल टू फाइंड समथिंग एल्स. आई एम एड्रेसिंग दोज पीपल टुडे हु आर गेटिंग बोर्ड. सो I understand it is out of context, but deep down, when and at some point of time, you may also say that I am bored. And if you are not getting bored, then probably your life is too exciting, and it is awesome. Good job done, hubby. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. All right. बाकी सब भी बोल रहे होंगे कि हमारा भी हस्बैंड काश इतना हैपनिंग होता. Yeah. So and your husband have defined how he is not bored. He will play golf. He will choose to spend time with friends. He would do what else hubbies do? Going to pub and sitting with friends, and that is all boring thing for you, but not for them. So a lot of people you would not like to go and spend time with because they are bored as per you. Boredom also defines that where are you cutting your awareness and not acknowledging something that you actually don't want to do. So wherever you are holding yourself on the gun of boredom, would you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, all the in shorts, boys, beyond some words. When you are in boredom, you are not present in the moment. If you are present in the moment, if I divide your life into 10 seconds increment, in this 10 second, what would you choose? How many options do you have in those 10 seconds? How many choices do you have in those 10 seconds? And what if these 10 seconds are not even connected to the previous or the future 10 seconds? How many choices open up for you? Yeah. And when somebody comes to you, or kids especially, when they come to you and they say, I'm bored, and you give them option, they will cut down every option. They will say, वो तो कर चुके हैं, नहीं अभी मन नहीं है. Try doing that. Yes, Rachita.
Can I give an option for the kids
Okay.
or for the adults?
Okay.
Just stand up and do the Bunty and Bubbly song dance.
I'm too bored to do that.
So
It's
then you
so
have to find
boring.
your own dance.
That's what I am encouraging everyone to do. What works for you will not work. See, men would like to go for fishing, drink beer, sit all the day on a easy chair and do nothing. But women would not like to do. They would like to do bunty dance. It's different. We all have defined boredom different. How many of you love shopping? And how many of you hate shopping? You get that? It doesn't work. How many of you love tea? And how many of you love coffee? The game changes. Everybody has different awareness, everybody has different life. Why do you have to copy someone else? And that is what people don't understand. If I take my parents out for traveling to some place, for them sitting on the beach all day and doing nothing is boring. For me, going out to see churches and forts which are debilitated is damn boring.
हिंदी
Going-
में बताइए कि नहीं समझ.
ओके मेरे पेरेंट्स के साथ अगर मैं गोवा घूमने जाता हूँ, बीच पे बैठना उनके लिए बोरिंग है. मेरे लिए वो जाके चर्च और फोर्ट देखना वो मेरे लिए बोरिंग है. सो एक चीज़ उनके लिए बोरिंग है. सो व्हाट इज़ बोरिंग फॉर यू डजंट मीन इट इज़ बोरिंग फॉर एवरीवन. Boredom is when somebody is trying to cut off their awareness and doing something which the other person enjoys. And that is what kids do. They will tell you all the things which you wanted to do, you are recommending. So ask questions. Whenever you are bored, you are actually not asking questions. Yes, Rachita.
And now suppose I have a task to do.
Okay.
And the task itself is boring me. And I have found when I ask the question, I find some randomly stupid thing that will give me a lot of happiness.
Okay.
So the task doesn't get finished, right?
Okay. What's your question?
So what do I do in that case? Do I choose not to get bored?
So.
Or do I push myself through and
So
finish
तुमने
the
तो
task?
मेरे को गीत बाबा बता दिया कि यहाँ पे गीत बाबा ज्ञान देंगे और आपको त्रुप का इक्का दे देंगे जो आप यूज कर लोगे. दैट्स नॉट हाउ अवेयरनेस वर्क्स. सो वन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्टिव, द कोर ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ एक्सेस कॉन्शियसनेस और ऑल एक्सेस क्लासेस is to empower you to be aware of what you are aware. The moment you will use what I use, what works for me, you also use the same thing. You have made me a demigod. That is not what I am teaching you. My point of facilitation is you know what to do then. When you are bored, you are not willing to ask questions. When my son was bored, he was not willing to ask questions, what else can I do? Because deep down he has already concluded that if my dad agrees and increases my screen time, my problem is solved. and he was okay with 2 hours to 4 hours, but then he would have come back and said 4 घंटे बाद अभी क्या करूं, and then they will pester you, they will come in. So he used to come in my room, और मेरा जो बेड का जो बैकरेस्ट था उस पे आके लेट जाता था, जैसे लेपर्ड नहीं किसी लेज पे जाके बैठ जाता है, वैसे वो लेटा हुआ है और मेरा जूम कॉल चल रहा है, बिकॉज ही वुड लाइक टू टेल मी नाउ आई एम बोर्ड, नाउ एंटरटेन मी. I completely disowned the responsibility of entertaining him. So how many of you are entertaining bored people around you and not using your presence and awareness and holding yourself responsible and guilty of their boredom? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, all 9 shots, boys, beyonds and poets. And do you know that bored people come to you and say, I am bored, so that you become their bandar? And how many of you are not acknowledging your presence and your awareness that you are getting manipulated? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, all 9 shots, boys, beyonds and poets. So, I remember one example. There was a guy who used to work with IBM. He was a high mucky-muck in IBM corporation, and he started doing excess work. And he called up Gary and said, God, I'm just so bored. I can't stand myself. I'm getting all my work done now in quarter of the time with a tenth of the effort. I have written emails, I have written letters, I have gone and played golf, played even video games, played even solitaire until I am blue in the face. I'm so fucking bored. I think I am going to die. And then Gary said, well, why don't you do more work? He says, well, I don't get paid for it. Gary said, so what? What are you telling yourself when you don't do more? That what you do counts or that you don't count? That everything is about your time and money? And this guy went like, wow, I never thought of it that way. Okay, fine. And he started doing more work. Did he get more money? Yes, because someone noticed what he was doing. They gave him a change in pay scale, change in title and location. And he moved to better paying role and a new location which was better for him. In boredom, you are only creating lesser. So, the humanoids are OCD, OCC, OCC. So when we are not bored, we are OCC. OCC is, बताऊंगा ना, wait तो करो, obsessive, compulsive creators. We constantly create, all the time, something or other. So those who said I am not bored, they had so many things to create and do throughout the day. So Farhana and Rachita, what all did you create since morning?
I wrote a chapter
Of your
and,
book? Yes.
of my book. Then I created, like, we went to a different place and it did not, because the place was, there was water rising.
Just the list. Just the
So
list.
we went to another place, which was not completely my creation, me and Akhilesh's creation,
Got it.
and we found another place.
Next. I just asking for list.
Third was that right now we created personal time for ourselves.
Very good. 4, you created your attendance on this call. That's also a creation.
Yeah.
And you are going to create more. And you know you can create more. When you say I am bored, you become OCCC. Obsessive compulsive creator of crap. I remember when I was in college in Delhi, long back, long back, 95, I had a group of friends and मैं सबसे सीधा था, भोला वाला छोटे से गांव का, मैं अकेला ही था. And all these were Delhiites. So I was in their group. And one day they said, दूर से मेरे को आते हुए ये लोग आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, बोले कि कितना सीधा सा है, शरीफ सा है। ये बात बाद में बताई उन्होंने मेरे को, कांड होने के बाद। जैसे यार इसके कुछ मज़े लें क्या, आज बहुत बोर हो रहे हैं, तो आज एक काम करते हैं, इसके मज़े लेते हैं। एंड दी गाइज सेड कि यार कैसे मज़े लें, मतलब क्या करना है। बोले एक काम करते हैं, इसको बोलते हैं कि इसने ना हम में से किसी एक के बारे में कुछ बोला कहीं और किसी और को बोला, और तुम बोल देना कि हाँ इसने ऐसा बोला था। तो वो दोनों लड़कियां आगे आई, उन्होंने बोला हाँ मैं बोल दूँगी कि इसने इसको बोला था कि मैं इसे लाइक करता हूँ, ऐसा करके। एंड दे क्रिएटेड दिस ड्रामा बिकॉज दे वर जस्ट गेटिंग बोर्ड। एंड वी हैड हीटेड डिस्कशन फॉर 1 hour एंड आई सेड आई डिड नॉट से इट। एंड मैं कसमें खा रहा हूँ कि यार मैंने ऐसा कभी कुछ नहीं कहा। They were having fun at my expense. Just because they were getting bored, there was nothing to do. It was one of those days जब हम छुट्टी वाले दिन भी कॉलेज आ गए थे. So we create a lot of times crap in our life. So how many of you have been creating crap in your life so that you don't get bored? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, fun and pock, and shorts, boys, beyonds, and poets. What infinite boredom without reason or justification are you absolutely, totally, eternally, irrevocably, infinitely, and utterly choosing that you truly could be refusing? That if you would refuse it, would change all the realities and non realities and manifest as the generation of indefinite life, infinite joy, possibility, and creation of and as you. Will you please revoke, recant, resign, reclaim, renounce, renounce, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, beyonds, and poets. Who is getting bored from this call?
मुझे मजा आ रहा है.
Maza aa raha hai. Okay. So, just know that in every moment you can create something. All you have to do is ask for awareness. Ask a question. The only thing that can give you more awareness is a question. So when you ask yourself a question, you have more possibilities showing up. So if you are getting bored, you have to ask, what can I be or do different that will take away this feeling of boredom? Yes, Rachita.
I did this today and it really works.
Thank you.
It really works. I did this today.
Yeah. So what can I be or do different that will take away this feeling of boredom? Or you can ask, what can I be or do that will make me create more of joy in my life? And a lot of times when you say you are bored, you are not having fun. So you are actually not having fun. So all those people who said that they are bored on a scale of 1 to 10, khao kasam, bolo, truth. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? सुनाई नहीं दिया, आवाज ही नहीं आई, म्यूट हो गया सबका.
No.
Yes.
Yes. So let us define what is fun for you. So are you even aware what is fun for you? Or rather, what was fun for you that you are not doing any longer? So मैं बहुत बेसुरा गाता हूँ, मतलब बेसुरा तो नहीं गाता, बट अच्छा नहीं गाता, इतना कुछ प्रोफेशनल नहीं गाता, right? But I have stopped singing. It was only yesterday I realized that I have not sang for months. For months I have not sang at all. And then I went out in my balcony and I sang. Not my heart out, but still I sang. And I knew what's missing. Yes, Anjana.
The way you said, do we even know what is fun for us? So since long I am into this question and I am not getting any awareness.
Yes. So that happens when you were having fun sometime. So let me ask you, truth, were you having so much fun that somebody told you to stop?
Yeah.
Yeah. and you cut off your awareness and you said, this is not the thing that I must do. So everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, beyonds and poets. And how many of you are punishing yourself by not having fun, thinking that it would punish and you would become right and not be free? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, beyonds and poets. And how many of you think that fun is for young people, kids, and you cannot have fun any longer? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all in shorts, boys, beyonds and poets. So what is your definition of fun? So fun is anything that you would like to do again and again and again. So I was watching a reel on Facebook. It was fun watching it. There was this dog who would climb up a slide and slide down. And then he would go back again and then he would slide down again on the slide. That's fun. And I saw another dog who was in the snow and he was surfboarding, I mean snowboarding in the snow. And I saw another dog who was actually doing roller skates, so skateboard. He was boarding on that, and the video was almost like 2 minutes, and he kept on doing it. That's fun. How many of you think that you cannot have fun with your bodies? So let me show you something. Okay? Watch this. Wait. Everybody can see my screen?
Geek, you got to remove your earphones so that we can hear the volume also.
Can you? Can you hear? I can't hear. Yes. So how many of
A
you are
question.
having fun?
A question, Git.
Yes. What's your
Are
question?
these people are very much aware or very और consciousness का किस level में है कि ये सब कर लेते हैं?
They are aware of their bodies. They are aware of their choices. They know that they can create. And these are the least people in the world who are getting bored. And consciousness का क्या लेना देना है? So if somebody is playing games, is he not conscious? Are they enjoying? So how many of you love swimming? How
Me.
many of you love Zumba or yoga?
I love all that.
You get that? Playing sports. Cooking. How many of you love cooking?
Yes.
Arana.
Yes.
And how many of you
Me.
enjoy eating? That's so
I
much
love it.
fun. You get that? So you would have fun in those things where you are engaging your presence with your body.
But what if it is not aligning with your life mission, or what you want to build yourself into?
Okay,
And
मैं तुम्हें तथास्तु बोलता हूँ तुम्हारी लाइफ मिशन के लिए, but you will not have any fun at all. Would you like that?
I wouldn't like that, but मेरे हिसाब से चलूँ ना मैं सारी जिंदगी कुछ पागलपंती में ही निकाल दूंगी.
So you will be the most successful person. What if the purpose of life is to have fun? What if you were lied to? बेटा serious हो जाओ, जिंदगी ऐसे निकल जाएगी. You know, you are fortunate to have a husband who is having so much fun. And he finds out ways to have fun. And that is why when you have kids in your life becomes fun. They teach you fun. And Rachita, did you play those, you were playing, right? While cleaning up the house. It did not get clean, but both of you had fun. That was the moment you were alive. So Anjana asked me this question that I don't know what will I have fun with. Anjana, when were you alive last? Anjana, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. So when were you alive last? When did you feel alive? And you were like, और होता तो मजा आता.
I don't recall even.
Yeah. So can you take a break of a day and do 100 things, different things, and see which one is more fun and you would like to do more?
सर मैं बताऊं?
आप अपना हाँ एक मिनट अंजना से बात कर लूँ मैं.
अच्छा ठीक है.
हाँ. Yes, Anjana.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Feel free to connect with me. I would love to facilitate there. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Thank
Geeta.
you.
Yes, Geeta.
सर मैं अभी जो पूछ रहे थे ना वो बताती हूँ आपको. मेरे यहाँ पे ना एक छोटा सा मतलब स्विमिंग पूल की तरह का एक जगह बनी हुई है यहाँ पे जहाँ मैं रहती हूँ.
हौदी
तो
बनी
जब
हुई है.
मैंने हाँ मतलब बड़ी
हाँ.
वाली
Okay.
सर तक पानी आ जाए जिसमें.
Very
तो
good.
जब मैंने पिछली गर्मियों में उसमें पानी भर के हमने और फिर उसमें मैंने स्विमिंग की थी ना, तो
मजा आ
तब
गया था।
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था। लेकिन अब की बार मैं हिम्मत ही नहीं कर पा रही कि मैं उसको भरूं और स्विमिंग करूं, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है।
ओके,
रोज सोचती हूँ, जब मैं उसके
बट
पास से निकलती हूँ ना, रोज सोचती हूँ यार इसमें
don't
कब
do
पानी
it,
भरेगा।
don't have fun, don't have fun at all. When you were kids, what you used to do with the rain puddle? करते थे ना, और कुछ नहीं
हाँ।
तो नाउ आई रिमेम्बर, बस मैं बारिश का इसीलिए वेट करता था कि कागज फाड़ने हैं कॉपियों के, पुराने पिछले
हम्म।
साल वाली कॉपियों के।
अरे सर पता है क्या है, मेरे को ना डर लगता है कि हस्बैंड गुस्सा हो जाएंगे कि यार ये फिर से भर दिया तूने स्विमिंग पूल। वो बोल रहे थे इसको मैं बंद करने वाला हूँ, तो मैंने जबरदस्ती खोल के रखा है वो। तो मैं सोच रही हूँ अगर मैंने पानी भर लिया किसी दिन तो गुस्सा होंगे, इसलिए मैं भर नहीं पाती हूँ पानी, लेकिन फिर भी सोचती रहती हूँ।
Okay.
This
Now
is
you
what
know,
is
now you know,
happening.
now you know how to have fun. Because the
Yes.
moment, yeah, because the moment you would have fun, you would create more.
Yes. Okay.
So do you create more when you are happy and joyful, or do you create more when you are sad and serious? अगर सैड एंड सीरियस वाली बात सही है तो कॉर्पोरेट वाले लोग सबसे ज्यादा खुश होंगे, क्योंकि अप्रेजल के टाइम पे तो सैड एंड सीरियस ही होते हैं सब। या एंड when you do not get a new client, when money stops coming for whatever reason, sad and serious होते हो, do you create more then, or do you create more when you are happy? Yeah. So how many of you have not been dancing? How many of you have not been singing? How many of you have not given yourself or taken away the permission to be happy and do something fun? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, online shorts, boys, beyonds, and perverts. Anybody would like to say something?
According to, if I have to live according to what you're saying, then I have to live according to what Akhilesh is doing and what
No.
I am trying to resist. No, that's it's not
So,
about like.
so did I say that you have to do as per me and what I am saying?
No, not as per him. Okay,
As per
like
no one.
as per no one. I'm telling you that, like, you know, the reason
बिना
that day I came,
बिना
I attended.
लगाम की घोड़ी हो तुम, ये तो उसको भी पता है। जो चीज वो मना करेगा वो तो तुम जरूर करोगी। See, the point is not as per what did I say? What is your awareness will not work for someone else. Everybody got to use their own awareness.
No, I'm not saying that. Like the other day when we went out for a run, and then I came running back, and you said he must be happy that you're doing this class.
Okay.
It does not really matter to him. उसमें तेरे को मजा आ रहा है ना, तो तू कर ले.
So what's your question? Problem क्या है?
प्रॉब्लम ये है कि मेरा आज डेडलाइन था, मेरा 10 दिन का डेडलाइन है, और एंड आई नो दैट 10 दिन से मेरा वो 9 दिन हो गया है, एंड सुबह उठ के व्हेन ही सेड दिस मेरे को लगा कि हाँ करते हैं, चलते हैं.
तो आज 9वां दिन है या 10वां है?
आज 9वां दिन हो गया, मतलब 10वां दिन था, 9 हो जाएगा कल.
Okay, got it. So point क्या है? What's your question?
So, you know, there is a balance, like for me, okay, for me, like, you know, I have to finish the job that I'm supposed to.
Who says you have to finish?
Then I lose the contract.
Who says you have to finish?
Then I lose the contract.
No, my question. Let me come to basic. मैं थोड़ा KG1 वाला बच्चा हूँ, इसलिए सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ. Who says you have to finish?
My publisher.
Your publisher. Okay. When is the deadline?
End of the month.
End of the month.
Last of the month.
Okay. And you know it is far.
हर दिन तो लगता है जल्दी आ रहा है.
Correct. But you know it is far.
Yeah.
So one of the tendency humanoids have is they want to test their outer edge of abilities and capacities until the last day, so that they can pat their back and say, "देखा मैंने कर लिया." This is one of the reasons they procrastinate, because they cannot act in discipline, in consistency. It's fucking boring.
But
So everywhere,
consistency is nothing.
that's what I'm saying. Everywhere you are believing that you require consistency, and everybody else says consistency, and you will oppose and resist it so much until you have proven to yourself and every fucking god in the world that consistency doesn't work for you, and you still achieve it because you are a winner and creator of great magnitude. Would you please destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, I
Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, line shorts, boys, beyonds, and poets. The only reason you are doing this is so that you can prove to everyone कि मैं अपने तरीके से करूंगी तो भी कर लूंगी. So if end of this month is your deadline, 31st night को ही complete करोगी तुम. 31st नहीं है, 30th night को. Yeah, this is exactly what you are going to do because you want to prove to him you सब कुछ है दिमाग में, everything is there. You have all the answers. सिर्फ ड्रामा ट्रॉमा थोड़ा सा करना है. देखो लास्ट तक नहीं किया, वो भी बोल रहा है, पतिदेव भी बोल रहा है कि यार कर ले कंप्लीट कर ले, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट चला जाएगा. एंड यू से हाँ मूड नहीं हो रहा है अभी, मैं बोर हो रही हूँ, ये है वो भी तुम्हें घुमा रहा है, पैम्पर कर रहा है. Everything is happening and you are waiting till the last day because you want to prove to yourself and everyone consistency doesn't work for you, but you still get the job done. It's a capacity which is underutilized, underused. You can create more, but you are okay with it and you are having fun. You will create all kind of, and sometimes you create boredom so that you can pep up or push yourself or use nitrous oxide in you so that you achieve greater. So it's all the drama. Yeah, same as my classmates, they were doing drama and they were having fun out of me. एक घंटे बाद मेरे को कान में आके मेरा दोस्त बताता है, कहता है इतना लोड मत ले, ये लोग तेरे साथ मजाक कर रहे हैं. And I was like, हंसने लगा वो, और सबके सामने वो बोलती है गीत उधर क्या देख रहे हो, हमसे बात करो, क्या बोला था तुमने. I just turned around and I walked away. I said, I'm bored. This is not fun for me. Maybe it is for you. It's not fun for me. So everywhere you are defining boredom and fun by somebody else's definition. Would you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and talk, online shorts, boys, beyonds, and perverts. A humanoid get bored very easily. They always have either to change jobs or find a quicker, easier, faster way of doing their job. Humanoids are often accused of trying to make others look bad in the workplace because they get it done like this and boss बोलता है उसको देखा कैसे कर लिया. It's a way to establish your supremacy or superiority. You would come and cut. They'll say देखा उसको, because उसके बिना फन ही नहीं है. So you are waiting until you can do it with a lot of fun. And stress और anxiety का तो आप सिर्फ ड्रामा करते हो. My cousin, she's a पक्का humanoid. एग्जाम से पहले वो शी वुड बी टोटल स्ट्रेस एंड आके बोलती है ठीक सही गया पेपर, 99 कैसे आ गए 100 में से. अरे हर बार 99 आते हैं तो फिर उससे पहले रोती क्या हो तुम. शी इज जस्ट मेंटली प्रिपेयरिंग यू जस्ट इन केस 98 आ जाए तो आप लोग कुछ ना बोलो. ड्रामा. So everywhere you are using boredom to manipulate your husband, your wives, your dad, or your kids. Would you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, online shorts, boys, beyonds, and perverts. And everywhere you are resisting boredom because it creates greater for you. Would you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, online shorts, boys, beyonds, and perverts. Yeah. All right. So we are almost done. So one of the things that can help you to get out of boredom is don't do one thing ever. Do at least 27 things at the same time. You will not get bored You will never get bored and you won't have time to complain. And these are of your own choosing, not the ones which somebody else have given you. Because you guys are nice people. So most of the time, you will not say no to them. Most of the time, you will not say no because you are nice. And especially करीबी family members को तो आप no बोल देते हो, but friends को and acquaintances you don't say no. Yeah, so do at least 27 things at the same time, and you will create greater.
I have a question.
Yes, Barka.
So I've been following this thing about doing multiple things at the same time. The problem that I get into is when I take up a lot on my, there's a lot on my plate, I get tired, and then I can't manage it all, and then I get, so and then again, of course,
Do you
procrastinating
get tired
in
or do you get bored?
Exactly, procrastination leads to that. So then I just get bored. So then there are like 8 things which are pending, and I'm bored, and everything is piling up.
Very, very simple. Humanoids do not take long-term projects. They hate it.
True.
Always take small projects. अगले मेरे को मॉर्निंग में उठ के सिर्फ प्याज काटना है. That's all. That's all. अभी आगे का पीछे का कुछ भी नहीं पता. Live in 10-second increment. I'm giving an example. Don't do cooking like that. वरना खाली प्याज ही मिलेंगे खाने को. But live in 10 seconds increment. Take smaller projects. If you take a project and if a company comes to you, like you are in recruitment and they say, we have a new project coming up and this client is US based and you require 350 people to fill a call center with 350 workstations and these many shifts, and वो सारा project आपको अगर दे दिया, it would be too boring. Yeah. But if they tell you that we are coming for a recruitment drive at your place, you can call whosoever and you have only 3 days. Perfectly okay. But if they tell you after 30 days, nahi hoga.
Yeah.
Everything will go bad. So I had this website designer guy who could finish everything in less than 1.5 days. When I gave him my website, complete design, he asked for 17 days. And after 17 days also, it was not ready. And then he asked for another 14 days. And I told him that the kind of work which is left does not require 14 days. He says, no, I have too much work. I said, even if I give you 40 days instead of 14 days, trust me, you are not going to complete it because you are a bloody humanoid and you have no idea what humanoid is. And he says, नहीं sir, मैं कर लूँगा. उसके बाद 20 दिन और लग गए. And अभी भी मेरी website complete नहीं हुई. So you like things in the moment. You get bored for anything which is going to stay for long.
Yeah.
So if you look at your past, you have done multiple things. You have dabbled through things. If you ask about me, I was a bioscience student, wanted to be a doctor, who took arts with subjects in retailing and trade, got into a sales job, went into advertising, started my recruitment consultancy, moved into placements. From placements, I started my, I went into HR, recruitment. I did recruitment in IT education. Then I moved on to oil and gas. Then I moved on to real estate. Then I became a coach. Then I adopted new methodology, which is called as Marshall Goldsmith executive coach, stakeholder centered coaching. And then I moved into Access. The only thing that I have done in my life longest is Access. And I have not counted palmistry, astrology, numerology, Nichiren Buddhism, Vipassana, angel card reading, and blah, 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 blah. I've not counted all of those. So I've dabbled into things. If you look at the background of a pakka humanoid who is aware, they would have done things, variety of things. and even relationships.
Yeah.
So everything that is stopping you to recognize you as a humanoid that you are, would you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pockle, nine shots, boys, beyonds, and perverts. And whose lies and what lies and how many lies have you adopted? Having your weirdness of a humanoid as your wrongness, are you choosing everything that is times a godzillion? Will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, fun and proper, nine shots, boys, beyonds, and perverts. And how much of being right are you choosing that is not working for you, rather than being free? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, fun and proper, nine shots, boys, beyonds, and perverts. All right, great. So thank you very much. See you on next Sunday. I'm still in question what topic to keep. So you can message me on the group what topic you would like to have for the next week. And I have a Symphony of Possibilities session
Geet,
at 11.
Akhilesh has a question. I'll just put him on mic.
Sure.
Hi, Geet. I just
Hi,
want to
Akhilesh.
know.
Yeah.
I just want to know one a small query that is, specifically to me that I like to. I am practically an adrenaline junkie, so I like to do a lot of things. But like the video that you played was almost there, was there in my phone for almost 2 years, and 90% of the things that were there, I would love to do it.
Yeah.
However, keeping in mind what I have, I am not able to do it, not because of anything, but the fact that I don't have time or permission to go and do most of the things. So that is something what bores me out, that, I am not being able to do a lot of things that I want to. So how do you get over that, or how do you address that?
So Akhilesh, what is happening is, I would rather recommend to understand this methodology by taking access bars class. Yeah, there is a reason, because I cannot answer a lot of questions because I have to formulate the entire base. But what is happening is you are making things right and you are following what is right. And right is defined to you by somebody else, not your own. If this is what you truly wish to do, you will do it, whether it is right or not. Rachita was telling me, and this is between three of us, Rachita, you and me.
Okay.
She told me about that, that incident that happened in 2015, right? Going on bikes with all, yeah.
2013.
13. Okay, all right. You get that, right?
Yeah.
कोई राइट वाइट कुछ भी नहीं था, करना था तो बस करना था, राइट? तुम्हें कोई रोक सकता है?
नहीं, I totally understand. I totally understand that. But going through the daily rut of the things,
Paperwork.
and not being able to do what I really want, I know, it would give me immense pleasure. Like for example, there was this bungee jumping and paragliding and all those kind of things. I know I love that. I know I would want to do it any day at a drop of a hat. But I don't have an option of doing it now, even if
you
I
have
have
an
a
option.
leave.
Number one, you have an option.
Okay.
You always have an option. You are not choosing it. You are finding all the reasons why you cannot choose it and calling it that I don't have an option.
Okay.
You always have an option. Even what you did then was not an option, not at all. But the daredevil that you are, you took that option, which nobody could have believed that it is also an option. Technically, people were surprised and shocked. Oh, must be. I'm just assuming. People around.
I understand.
But you said, no, it's an option and I will do it. So it is always an option. The problem is we make something else so right that our option diminishes. Even now you have an option for all that bungee jumping, skyboarding or surfboarding or paragliding. Everything is an option for you. You're not choosing it because you are calling something else more right than this. You're using a contrast. If I ask you why that is not an option, you will give me 10,000 million reasons. But the day you get it that this is it, रचिता को भगा के ले गए थे ना. It was not an option, boss.
I understand.
You chose it. Even winning the Kargil war was not a seemingly option, but you guys don't listen here. You went ahead and you won the war. Isn't it?
I understand.
So a lot of the difference between people who make choices and people who do calculation is people who make choices, they go and do it.
Okay.
Everybody called him fool because he wanted to do it. They said it can't be done. The fool went ahead and did it.
Okay.
Yeah, so everywhere you're putting barriers on you for not choosing what you can do and not calling it an option. Would you please destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, fun and talk, all nine shorts, boys, beyonds, and provides.
Yes, I understand. I'll do that.
You get that, yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Pleasure to have you on the call. Pleasure to speak to you.
It was equally a pleasure
Yeah.
for me as well.
Yeah. I'll share some other video with you that will contribute to you. It's a video called Being Right versus Being Free. You may require patience in that. I myself went through that call and I realized that was the most boring call I ever did. Yeah, so this is not as boring. Okay.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure speaking to you as well.
Yes,
गीत एक क्वेश्चन था.
हाँ जी पूछो.
वो एसओपी का लिंक जरा सा दे देना मुझे.
एसओपी का कोई लिंक नहीं है. आज आपने आज जिसने साइन अप किया है, only those people will get SOP.
मेरा SOP बाकी है.
हाँ, आपका बाकी है. Yes.
Can I gift it to Akhilesh?
Yeah, you can. You can let him receive it. No problem.
तो जब शुरू होगा कैसे समझेंगे?
No problem. हाँ,
जब शुरू होगा कैसे समझूंगी मैं कि शुरू हो गए?
फराना, आज का SOP गिफ्टेड नहीं है. आज का SOP only people who have booked it.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. Anybody else would like to ask anything or have any question?
Geet, I just wanted to ask one thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, for the boredom, is it sometimes that we are aware of somebody else's energies of being a boredom and that we make it our own?
Most of the time when boredom is happening, you're cutting down your awareness. You're not willing to be aware. You're using somebody else's point of view and justification. So if you were totally aware, you may not be bored. You would change it. You would create it. See, we as humanoid are very creative people.
Yes.
We will find shortcut to everything. And we can find shortcuts which are better, which are smart ways of doing it. If not, we will do some drama and manipulation and make someone else do it for us.
Like you give a justification in your head, like, I need to do this. That is how it should be, and not do what I choose.
Something is a fixed point of view. कोई fixed point of view पकड़ के बैठे हो. So ask yourself, what awareness am I resisting? What am I not willing to acknowledge?
I've got that awareness now.
Yeah. आज morning maybe I was speaking to one fellow CF, had the same question. Yeah.
Geet, can you please repeat the same question? I think Ritu has touched on the same question I wanted to ask.
भूल गया actually. क्या
Thank
बोला
you.
था मैंने?
अभी
what awareness am I not what awareness am I resisting? Or what am I not willing to acknowledge? Yeah. Okay. Hi, Sumit. Yes. Yeah. All right. Great. So thank you so much. Hasta la vista. See you on next Sunday.
Bye-bye. Adios.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.